You gotta let people make good decisions and bad decisions, and we all gotta learn.
That's how we
from
grow.
those good decisions and bad decisions.
That's how we grow as a human being.
Yeah.
If you always perfect, then how you gonna grow, Joe?
You're not, and no one is. So it's like it's unachievable anyway. Look at the Dalai Lama.
What the hell did Dalai Lama do? Spit in the baby mouth. Ask the baby to suck his tongue.
Told some kid to suck his tongue. In front of everybody. In front of everybody. He wasn't alone with this dude. He was out like a
What no dude was a fucking kid.
Kid, excuse me. Little dude.
Let me say this to you. If he did it that time, a kid have sucked his tongue before. That was not
100%.
That was not new behavior.
You try out when you're 70.
No, somebody been sucking your tongue.
You don't get to be like 7 years old.
But see, that's what
fun.
That's why black people be Christian, because we'd have slapped the shit out that pastor.
Yeah.
I'd have slapped that Dalai Lama. What the fuck? What is it?
Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama, Dalai partner.
Dalai Lama's better.
I'd have slapped that goddamn Dalai Lama tongue around his neck. You stick your fucking tongue in my black baby mouth.
Who left their fucking little boy with that man?
Yeah.
Like where are the parents while that's happening? Imagine if that was your son and he's like, stick your tongue out. I'm going to suck your tongue.
No, I don't think so, sir. I'd have slapped shit out of that Dalai Lama. I'm going to tell you right now.
Any parent would. It's fucking ridiculous. The fact that he said that and then he just did it in front of everybody and then he apologized and then it kind of went away.
That's what they always do.
But that's nuts. But that one, like that's
proof.
It's pretty much proof. You're trying to get a boy to French kiss you. You're telling the boy to suck on your tongue. What is that?
You know what that is.
Yeah, pedophilia.
There's two things I was going to add before, like
tongue greeting in Tibetan culture.
The video was edited slightly.
How so?
It's a longer video than the clip that went viral.
Okay.
And there's context that I think was edited out. Not that we're going to understand it probably, but
see, Tibetan culture. So sticking out your tongue, according to a 2014 BBC article, sticking out your tongue can be considered as rude, but in Tibet, it's a way of greeting. That's just sticking your tongue out. That's not sucking on someone's tongue. That's a very different thing. It said it has a tradition followed by the Tibetan people since the 9th century when the region was ruled by Long Drama, who was known for a black tongue. Oh, so he had a black tongue. So that was why sticking out the tongue became like a greeting. Because this guy had a crazy tongue. You want to show everybody.
His tongue was black?
That's what he's saying. Guy had a black tongue. After the death of the king, the locals started showing their tongues when asked to confirm they are not like him or his reincarnation. Oh, interesting. Yeah, but that has nothing to do with sucking on a tongue. There is a bit. If he said that, stick your tongue out, and the other guy went, it was funny. That's funny. A guy and a kid sticking your tongue up, being silly. But suck my tongue, that's a totally different enterprise.
How would you have reacted?
I would have beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Well, I would have certainly screamed at him. I would have certainly be like, what the fuck are you doing?
When this story first hit, so everything don't translate. I'm a little slow sometimes. I thought it was like when they said Dalai Lama. I thought it was like one of them big ass llama. I say, them things don't talk. I'm sorry, that's the dumbness in me. And I was like, wait a minute.
Them things don't talk.
That's what I was thinking about, one of them llama things. I was like, hold on. He's talking about I was like, I'd have beat his ass.
He's a very bizarre religious figure because he was chosen when he was a small child, that he was the Dalai Lama. So he's been the Dalai Lama his whole life. So it's not like a position he earned, through being this like incredible person that everybody realizes like the reincarnation of some holy person.
Who's after him?
I don't know. I don't know what they do. I think they pick one. I don't know how they do. I don't know what the tradition is, but I believe he was picked. See if we can find out how they've picked the Dalai Lama. But he's been the Dalai Lama like his whole life. So he's been this religious, worshipped person his whole life. So what a weird life that guy's had. How many tongues has he sucked? That's what I'm saying.
How many times somebody sucked his tongue?
Yeah. Exactly.
Quite a few.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Suck my tongue. Let's suck my finger. Hey, suck my whole hand. Hey. Next thing you know, let me show you some artifacts.
Whew. That's why I don't go to church.
Yeah. Okay. When the Dalai Lama dies, or even before their death, a successor is found rather than chosen. Traditionally, senior Tibetan monks conduct an elaborate quest to find a child who is the Dalai Lama's next incarnation. The search involves consulting oracles, interpreting visions, and reading spiritual signs.
Oh, wow.
So that's how they found him.
So he was just at the house chilling as a kid. They said, come on, boy, you the Dalai Lama.
One. He's like, I am the one. Suck my tongue. Maybe that's how they found him.
I'm quite sure he had a great life as the Dalai Lama.
Right away when he was a little kid, he's like, come here. And they're like, that's him. We found him.
You think you just walk around like a dog with his tongue hanging out? Oh, that's the tongue we've been looking for.
Waiting for people to spot him.
So you think they was looking for somebody with a suck up a tongue?
Maybe. Took him off to live in the lap of luxury.
That's a lap of luxury.
Wearing robes. People just
those
following
are
you around and you just talk about life. No relationships, no marriage, no children.
They don't have a relationship?
No, I think they're supposed to be celibate.
Isn't that what the premise of this movie is?
Oh, that's right, the golden child.
Yeah, that is sort of the premise, right?
Trying to find the next
Yeah, because they was trying to kill him.
Right? Doesn't the Dalai Lama have to be celibate? I believe they do. Which is also not good. You take a man.
Everybody need to bust a nut.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody. You know, I told a story about my special need uncle. My granddad was buying pussy on Friday because he thought that would help him with having seizures. And people was like, you're lying. I'm like, if you grew up in my granddaddy's house, everybody know that my granddaddy had hookers to fuck my Uncle Cecil because he was special need, and he was crippled. So me and my sister had to go back there and help him get started. And once we got him started, we went and played Pac-Man. But it didn't help with his seizures, but he came out pretty happy.
Well, there you go.
You know, people, that's why I say people special need people need to bust a nut too.
Yeah. If there was prostitutes that only specialized in special needs people just to make them happy.
No, my granddaddy paid them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, for money.
Yeah.
But that would be...
Well, they got like half a pint of whiskey, shit like that.
Oh, that's what he gave them?
Yeah.
Jeez.
He ran the bootleg house, so he sold moonshine. So he would feed them and give them whiskey and a few dollars.
What kind of hookers can you get to fuck a special needs guy from moonshine? I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing the bright side of this.
That was in the 70s.
Oh my God. What did these ladies look like? These poor ladies were down on their luck.
They didn't look like that chick on that sign behind you, but they look a lot like these.
That's Mitzi Shore.
Oh.
Yeah, that's who that is.